Let's talk about kids' movies as resistance art. I went to see Zootopia 2 with my daughter a couple weeks ago, and I ended up thinking about how good some of these children's movies are at giving us language to talk to our kids about heavy topics and imagine a better world. Spoiler alert. Now, if you watched the first Zootopia movie, you already know about how they use predatory animals like foxes and the way that society treats them as a metaphor for racism and anti-immigrant sentiment. The second film puts snakes and reptiles in the outcast role, but takes it a step further. The story ends up being about a snake whose grandmother actually founded Zootopia, the city where all the animals live in harmony, only to have her idea stolen by a rich businessman. Then the snake and his family get kicked out of their neighborhoods, erased from the city's history, banished to the margins of society, and branded as dangerous and undesirable. Sound familiar? But the main character of the story, Judy Hopps, learns from the prejudices she had in the first movie and helps the snake and other reptiles recover their history and their homes and make Zootopia whole again. It makes you realize the whole point of the movie is creating a world in which everybody belongs and feels seen, which is what Embrace is all about. And Zootopia isn't the only kids media franchise with coded language like this. KPop Demon Hunters and Encanto are stories about healing generational trauma and self-acceptance through the lens of Korean and Afro-Latino cultures. Avatar: The Last Airbender introduces kids to imperialism and genocide while also showing how people from different nations and backgrounds can work together to create peace. And guess what? These movies and shows are extremely popular. Zootopia just crossed $1 billion in the global box office, and KPop Demon Hunters is the most watched Netflix film of all time. It's the messages of belonging and positivity that are taking these stories from fun kids' films to cultural phenomena. That's where children's movies become their own form of resistance, slipping messages about belonging and social justice into movies about talking animals and magic at the same time as real history is being erased in our national parks and schools. Because nothing breaks through negative stories that feed fear and propaganda like a better one that makes people feel seen. I'm Kyrie Thompson with Embrace. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more.